Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Hatha yoga class. My name is Tammy. I need to read you this lovely quote about busyness. So here it says, stepping out of the busyness, stopping our endless pursuit of getting somewhere else is perhaps the most beautiful offering we can make to our spirit. And that was by Brach. And I think that in our world, we are busy, but coming back to how we're able to step out of it, come back to ourselves, it is definitely what we need. I even have this quote by my bed. Choose to slow down and connect to your heart. So definitely a choice. It's a good reminder for me all the time. Let's move into our class and we'll start with slowing down on the floor. So coming into your mat, we can roll over to our side. Roll over and come to your back. Take one knee in and the other knee in towards your chest. And we hold. Your pelvis settle into the ground. And breathe.
Hey, what'd you find? Hi.
Now
Hi.
we pull legs up towards the sky. And we point, flex the feet. Hold the feet flex, push your heels up to the sky. And now bending through both of those knees again. Take the knees into the chest. Feel your pelvis open. Start to release into the ground. Maybe a little shift through our pelvis here. And then stillness. Take one foot and then the other foot down towards the ground and come into figure four. Cross your right ankle over top of the left knee and wrap your hands around the left knee. Take the needle and then just holding there. Now releasing figure four and then into the other side. Cross your left ankle over top of the right knee and then threading the needle. Now we're getting into these big joints at first into our pelvis, our hamstrings, into those knees, not the hamstrings, sorry. Ankles, knees, hips, how they're all connected with each other. Now coming out, take your foot down towards the ground, uncross, back into cradle. So right and then left knee into the chest. Once again, our pelvis softens into the ground. You can splay your knees out just a little bit here. You can take your hands underneath of the knees into the knee pits. Just a little squish here. And breathe. So nice balance that we are always focusing on in our class. We work on one side and then the other side, or working on both sides together. And then now, bring your legs up and over to the right side. If this works for you, bring your arms in line with your shoulders and you can open them up. You can have the elbows bent, turn the head the opposite way of the knees, into our spine. Sometimes it's nice to place your right hand onto the outside of the left knee, a little bit of a deeper twist. Now I want you to encourage your breath, the inhale and exhale through the nose, the Ujjayi breath, that strong force, the power you feel from the inside out. And now coming out, we turn our head back towards the center and then bring your legs up and over to the other side. Okay, back to our arms, bring them in line with the shoulders. You can have the elbows bent. Turn the head the opposite way of the knees. You can place your hand onto the outside of the right. Now coming out, we turn our head back towards the center. Legs come back to the center and back into knees into the chest. Bring your legs both up and point, flex, bending both knees in towards the chest. Take your left foot down towards the ground and extend your your left leg onto the floor. Okay, now take your hands, you can take them into the knee pit or above the knee. Draw that knee in towards your chest. Now you may notice your hip flexors, so we're not going to do this pose for too long. So the right hip flexors, maybe that you feel that they're a little bit tighter. So now take the left heel back towards your chest and then release the right foot down and extend your right leg onto the ground. Now we're going to get into the other side, into our hip, lengthening out through the front of our leg. Okay, coming out. Take your right knee back into the chest and right, left foot down to the ground. Okay, so open up through our hip flexors and wrap around to the small of our back. Take your hands, palms down towards the ground, always looking up towards the sky. See if you can touch your heels. That is a good distance for your heels to be away from your bottom. And we draw our pelvis up towards the sky. And let's do it as a flowing movement. Exhale down. With the whole time that we're doing this, your knees are pointing up towards the sky. And then exhale down. Inhale up. And then the exhale down. Let's move through our flowing bridge a few more times. Now let's hold the bridge and draw the pelvis up towards the sky. You can take your hands onto your hips here and just holding your hips in that support. Wrapping your fingers around. And then slowly draw the pelvis back down. And then right knee, left knee in towards the chest. Take the left foot down, cross your right ankle over top of the left knee. Wrap your hands around the left hip. Okay, into another twist, and this is definitely a bigger twist. I'm gonna switch my body now so you can see me. And we bring our legs up and over to the left side. Here we hold onto the right ankle with our left hand and draw the heel in towards the waist. And hold here. Okay, with the right arm, we can take it out to the side. You can turn your head the opposite way. Now the right knee is going to want to come down. We're going to try to continue to have that knee, right knee pointing up towards the sky. Coming out of the twist. Turn your head back first, and then take your legs back towards the center and cross. Okay, the other side. Press your left ankle over the right knee, wrap your hands around for figure four, and then we now bring our legs up and over to the right side. Hold onto the left ankle with your right hand. Draw the heel into the waist, or just the side of the body, I should say. And your knees pointing up towards the sky is the goal. Left arm in line with your shoulder. Okay. Now have your head turn the opposite way of the knee. Come back to that breath. We want to inhale to those tight areas. So outside of the left hip here. Bring your head back to the center. Legs come back to the center. Beautiful. Okay. Uncross. Extend both legs straight on the ground. Bring your arms overhead if that works for you. Are you able to let your elbows rest on the ground? Notice this big opening into our chest. How many forward movements did you do today? Were you on the computer? Oh, this big opening into our chest. Definitely what we need right now. So I want you to really breathe. Breathing into shoulders, your chest. Breathe into the belly. Okay. Slowly releasing and coming out. Take your arms back down. Side the body, even place your hands onto your belly and breathe into your belly. Feel how it expands, rise and fall. We are slowing down. Take our mind, come to an ease. Our body always connected. Using our physical body to slow down mind. If your eyes are closed, you can open them. And then bending the right knee, bending your left knee. Take your right arm overhead and roll over to right side to feel. And then making your way up to a comfortable position, seated position for yourself here first. Okay. And then bring your feet open, wider than the hips, and windshield wiper knees side to side. Getting into our pelvis again here. Massage. And now release. Take your left leg forward, right leg behind. Now we got into our hip flexors when we moved through our few poses on the ground for bridge. Now come into deer pose with a pelvic tilt. Turn, 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 twist our body towards the left side. Feel shoulders soften. And we use our exhale breath to soften through the shoulders. Out of the twist. To our other side. We have the pelvic tilt. We twist our upper body over to the side. Now, how are the shoulders? Release them away from your ears. Let them sink. Come out of the twist. Now, towards the center. We come into butterfly pose. If you wanted to add a little cushion towards underneath of the knees or your blocks, you may do so for support with an inhale breath. We lift, exhale breath, fold forward. Now you notice my back is straight. So come down with a straight spine where we are not letting my head drop. So come lift up and over. Inhale breath, make your way back up. Exhale breath, take the legs forward and give them a little shake, shake, shake out on the ground. Okay, remove the fleshy part from your bottom into Paschimottanasana with an inhale breath. We sit up and the exhale breath, fold over. Again, we have our flat back. Where would you like your hands? Shoulders soften. You may look at your big toes. And our toes pointing up to the ceiling. Inhale breath, make your way back up. Exhale breath, take your right foot in towards the inner thigh. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, come up and over the left leg. Now the focus on having our back straight. Do not worry about how far you come down. Inhale breath, make your way back up. And with the exhale breath, we switch. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, come up and over. How does this into your hip? Focus into our hamstrings here. With an inhale breath. And exhale, both legs come forward. Give them a shake. Beautiful. Another twist. Take the right leg up and over top of the left leg. With an inhale, sit up tall. You can take your left arm up and then exhale. Take your elbow onto the outside or just your hand stays. And we twist towards the right. Now, shoulders soft away from the ears. And our back is straight with our twist. I'm tenting my fingers. And then just pulling my right elbow back. If your hand is onto the outside of the knee, you're going to pull your hand back, pull onto the outside of the knee, pull back. Oh, so many things to think about. And then our breath. We take a nice big inhale, we sit up tall. Exhale, twist a little bit more. With the next exhale, you come out of the twist. Maybe a little twist to the other side first. Come back and we move into reverse. Okay, now the left leg is coming up and over top. Take your hand, left hand onto the outside, if it may remain there. Left hand down. Did I say which hand? Right hand onto the outside. Okay, inhale, sit up nice and tall. You can extend your right arm up. And then exhale, twist, elbow comes onto the outside. And twisting, twisting, twisting. Shooting the energy out through your fingers if your hand is pointing up towards the sky. Right toes up towards the sky. With the exhale breath, make your way out of the twist. And back a little twist to the other side. Back towards our center. Send both of the legs. And then shake them out. Lovely. Okay, open up the legs. And we're sitting into a nice V sit with an inhale breath. Come up, exhale breath, fold over. Now once again, that nice straight spine. And let the shoulders soften. Notice if you're dropping your head. Inhale breath, make your way back up. And our exhale breath, bending through both. Okay. Now you may sit on a chair or you're sitting in a comfortable position for yourself. It could be an easy pose, your legs crossed. And we're going to move into a few openings for our shoulders. So here without a strap, if you have a strap, you can just get it. But without a strap right now, we're going to just come into a few crosses. Arms in front and release and alternate. One more time on each side. And release. I'm going to turn towards the front here. Place one hand onto your belly. And then I'm going to take my right hand behind and my palm is going to be facing towards the back. So with an inhale breath, sitting up tall. Exhale breath, tip your left ear to the shoulder and breathe. Inhale breath, bring your head back up. Exhale, switch arms placement. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, tip your ear to the shoulder. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, take your head back up. And then exhale, breath. Release. Okay. Now, how would you like to sit? You may, of course, use a stool. So we're going to use our strap here. If you have a house coat tie, you can use that too. With your right arm, we take our strap behind. If you don't have a strap, you don't need to use a strap also, by the way. Take your right arm with your strap, hold it behind, and then bend through the elbow. Take your left hand to behind, now hold on to the strap, and you're gonna walk your hands closer together. So if you can do this without your strap, no problem, or a split tie or band, whatever you may be using. Ooh, a dish towel also works. The goal is to have our fingers touching. You're holding your hands. That's the goal. We come out with our exhale breath and just release. Now into the other side. Okay. Hold the strap with your left hand, bend through the elbow, take your right hand behind, and then hold into the strap and walk your hands closer together. Now, into the shoulders, into the collarbone, into the rotator cuff. This pose have a lot. Chest too. Now we breathe. Breathing into those areas that are tight. Maybe you feel a little bit. Tension, of course. Breathe into it. Exhale, soften, soften, soften. With your exhale breath, now we do release. And you take your strap in front here. Okay. If you had your legs crossed one way, maybe you want to cross your legs the opposite way here. And we hold onto the band and taking your hands wider than the shoulders. So like that. And bring your band up overhead and then behind that. We're going to do a nice big opening into the front of our shoulders. With your exhale breath, soften your shoulders. Front. And we release, can roll that through your shoulders. Now we do that alternating cross of the arms in front. Alternating sides. And release, release your arms. Tip your right ear to the shoulder. Bring your head back up. Tip your left ear to the shoulder. Now sitting up tall and lift your chin. With sitting up tall, we move, then we can lift your chin up towards the sky. And then tip your chin down, not all the way, just a little ways so you can get that length through the spine. And then release. Take your hands behind, back into windshield wiper, knees. So open the feet wider than the hips, windshield wiper. Okay, here we go into all fours. Wag your tail. Step forward with the right hand, step forward with the left hand into downward facing dog. So when I come into this, I'm going to grip mat with my finger pads to help take pressure off of my wrists. Alternate knee bends. Bend through the knees, look to your hands, and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. We let ourselves hang here. So nice ragdoll. Let everything go out through your head. Maybe you want to hold on to opposite elbows and do a sway side to side. Release your arms. Inhale, come up to halfway, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, come up to halfway, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Push your hips up. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Push your hips up. Inhale all the way up. Arms overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart center. And a shift through our pelvis. Place your hands onto the small of your back right here. Fingers pointing down. Draw the shoulders back and into a back bend. So ankles, knees, hips in line. Inhale, coming up, and then exhale into a back bend. Really elongate through your spine. We're never squishing into our lumbar spine. With our exhale breath, make your way out. And then pull forward and we want ourselves. Maybe a sway again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Beautiful. Okay, let's do one Namaskara A here. And we're going to go through a little bit slower. We actually did little bits of it already. Okay. Take your hands to your heart center. Stand tall. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank, step back with the right foot, left foot. Chaturanga, cutting the body forward. You can lower down to the knees and lower the body, elbows hug the waist. Inhale, up dog. So uncurl those toes, up dog. Exhale, do two more times. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, up dog. Draw your shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Elbows hug the waist and we push, ski slope, and then push your hips up towards the sky. You can pedal it out, so alternate knee bends. Let the head hang. Push your heels down. Bend through the knees. Walk your feet to the front. Top the mat. Ankles, knees, hips in line. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Lovely. Okay, a forward fold here. So just alternating through our hips. And a forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Okay. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold, elbows up to the sides. Now, inhale, breath. You're taking your breath up through the back of your legs. Exhale, down your back to your head. Your chest is nice and close to your thighs. Bend your knees enough to get it closer. Inhale, breath, release your toes, step one hand, the other hand forward. Exhale, breath, come up to halfway, place your hands onto the hips. Inhale, so strong through our foundation, through our feet, and come up. Draw your heart up towards the sky for a back bend. And the exhale, release. Okay, one more forward fold here. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold, take right and then left palm underneath the ball, soles of your feet, your toes to your wrist crease. Okay, elbows out to the sides. Inhale with the exhale, fold, let the head hang. Inhale, breath. Step one hand, the other hand forward. Exhale, halfway lift. Place your hands onto the hips. Inhale all the way up. Draw your heart up towards the sky. And exhale, release. Okay, shift through the hips. Okay, let's come back into the shoulders. We did this seated. Now we're going to do it standing. Take your right arm, cross it in front, and then release into our left side, cross, and then into the other side, cross. One more time to the other side, and release. Take your hands into the small of your back, open up through your shoulders, into back bend with an inhale breath. Shine your heart up to the sky, and the exhale, come into a back bend. Exhale, come out. Back to your shoulders. Beautiful. We are going to do another opening through our shoulders after a little twist here. So actually before the twist, we're going to come into triangle pose, bending through the knees, step your right foot back, turn on the ball of the foot, and the heel is down. Okay, heels can be lined up or front heel with the back arch. Inhale, take your arms up to shoulder height, jump the body forward, and then exhale, twist over towards the right side. You can place your hand onto your block and place it with the bent knee here, down towards the ground. How about where are we looking? You could look straight ahead, or you can turn your head, and then your drishti is at your right thumb. Turn your head back towards me, and then inhale, breath, make your way back up. Here's our twist. Exhale, take the right arm, left hand down towards the ground. Inhale, take your left hand onto the left hip. Exhale, twist to the left side. You take your hand away also. Left knee could always be bent. Exhale, breath, come out of the twist. Inhale, breath, windmill your right and then left arm. Exhale, bend through the knees and step right to the top of the mat, to the hips, to our other side. I'm just going to come on this side so that you can see me open up. So our other side, bending through the knees and step left, foot back, turn on the ball of the foot. Okay, inhale, sweep your arms up, jut the body forward, and then exhale, twist your body. Now, of course, you can use your block, straight out. Now knee bent. Just shapes at left thumb. Turn your head back first, and with an inhale breath, come up. Exhale, windmill your left and then right arm down. Inhale, take your right hand onto the outside of the hip. Exhale, twist towards the right. You can take your hand away. Exhale, breath, come out of the twist. Inhale, breath, windmill your left, right arm back up. Exhale, bend through the knees and step to the top. And our shift through. Into a forward fold again, but this time we're going to just do a little bit differently, and we're going to open up through the back of our arms. It will look like intertwining your fingers, draw your shoulders down, and then lifting your arms up overhead. Okay, bending through the knees at the top of the mat. Take your right foot back, big step back, and then turn on the ball of the foot. Okay, turn on the ball of the left foot. We turn here. You can have your toes turned out here. Take your hands behind and intertwine those fingers. Draw your shoulders down. Inhale, breath. Come into our back bend, like we've done before. Exhale. Hold up and over, the arms coming overhead. You may bend your knees. Inhale, breath, coming up. Exhale, come up to halfway. Place your hands onto the hips. Inhale, breath, coming into a back bend. And exhale, breath. Release, bend through both knees. Step to the top of the mat. And a shift. Through the hips. Okay, at the top of the mat. Making our way down towards the ground. So you may do half of a sun salutation with me, Namaste, or coming down however you like. So just on your own time. When you're in downward facing dog, you can bring the legs forward into Dandasana. Remove the fleshy part from your bottom. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other, sitting up nice and tall. A little tip of the chin towards the chest. Inhale, come out. Exhale, take the hands behind, bending through both knees. Into reverse tabletop. You can be here though with your bottom on the ground, and then just come into opening up through the front of your body, chest. This is a big opening, so be nice and careful here. You can take your hands now. And so you're gonna have your fingers pointing towards your bottom. And take them out about 3 inches from behind. Or again, your hands out to the sides, and then just have your hips down. Okay, reverse tabletop. We lift our bottom up, come into our back bend. Lift the hips up, opening up through our shoulders. You can look behind. And you see the corner of the wall, of the edge. And then coming out, release. forward, take your hands behind, feet wider than the hips, and windshield leg with these. And release. Okay, making your way down towards the ground. Just going to do a little shift of my computer so that you can see me a little bit closer. So as you're making your way down towards. Here we go. Here I am. And let's turn it. Let's come back to our strap here. Take one foot and then the other foot into your strap. Let's hold. Take your left foot out, your foot down to the ground. Okay, how about if we straighten our left leg, right leg into your strap or houseboat tie, or remember, of course, dish towel too. Now my toes are down towards my face. Leg is straight. So I can get more into the hamstrings. Hold onto your strap with your right hand. Place your left hand onto the hip bone. Take your leg out to the right side. Inhale, breath, bring your leg back up. Exhale, take your hand on, hold onto your strap with your left hand. Right arm in line with your shoulder. Legs coming up and over to the left side. Turn your head the opposite way of your leg. Head coming back first. Now leg coming back. And take the right foot into the strap. And here we come back to our balance for both sides. And then out of balance, we take the right foot down, extend right leg straight. Okay. Push the heel up, toes down towards your face and hold. And you hold the bottom of whatever you're using so that you can let the elbows rest and then pull the leg in a little bit more. Okay. Hold on to the strap with your left hand. Right hand onto the hip bone. Take your left leg, open it up to the side. Flex that foot. Take your leg back towards the center. Hold on to your strap with your right hand. Take your left arm in line, your shoulder. Bring your leg up and over towards the right side. Look the opposite way. Leg. Turn your head back towards the center. Leg coming back towards the center. We once again put our right foot in towards our strap. And we release. And through the knees, take your strap away over to the side. For our next pose, our bridge pose again. You can have a flowing bridge. You can have your bridge with holding onto your hips with your hands, or you can walk your shoulders under, intertwining your fingers underneath. So you're choosing what you'd like to do. Always remember that you're always looking up to the ceiling so that you're not twisting your neck. Okay, so on your own time here, you just lift up with me though too. What would you like to do? Walking your shoulders under maybe, intertwining your ears. Now, the closer that your palms are together, the bigger opening that you're going to feel into the shoulders. Your support is onto the backs of your arms. Of course, your head is resting, but you're not pressing down. Now coming out, releasing your shoulders, walking them back, and then draw the hips, pelvis back down to the ground. Take one knee and then the other knee into the chest and squeeze. How about happy baby now? Turn those knees out to your armpits. Hold onto the outside edges of the knees or your ankles or your outside edges of the feet. Rocking side to side. And still. Feel happy. Yes, feel happy. Feel happy because you did it. You have been able to be here, spending time doing something for yourself. Yay. You made a great choice. Now we take our legs back into the center. You can have your knees into the chest and then right foot, left foot down to the ground. Our final pose, Shavasana. If you have a blanket and you want to place it over top of your body, please do. You may have your knees bent, legs straight. You can be in a seated meditative position for yourself. Legs up the wall. You're going to let yourself come into stillness. Stillness again. Close your eyes. If you're lying down on the ground, you can squeeze your glutes and then let them release to help your pelvis to soften a little bit more. If your arms are a little bit further away from the body, know that you may start to feel a little bit more vulnerable. Try it. Palms turned up towards the sky. Knowing that it's okay to feel open. The softness all around you. Their eyes closed, feel them heavy. Lips part out, the facial muscles soften. I will call you back when it is time. You're starting to come back. We're lying on the ground. You may wiggle your toes or your fingers. Shift through the body. Maybe notice any sounds or any smells around you. And if you're lying on the ground, you can bend one knee, the other knee, taking your right arm overhead to fetal. Excuse me. And then rolling over to your right side to fetal. And nice and strong, we push up and come into a comfortable position for ourselves. Placing your hands to your heart center. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to share your practice with me. Again, we made a choice to do something for ourselves and knowing how valuable our time is and knowing how valuable that this time is for yourself. Thank you very much. Namaste.